Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of the BeamNG drive stuff. As you can see, the truck is not back. The truck won't be here, is not here. The big van is not here. The reason for that is that it cannot be highly modified for any reason, so for attendance of this episode, the part 2 of this video that I'm doing, the truck won't be here. So if you have now clicked on this video expecting to see what happened in part 1, will be nothing talking about part 1. This is part 2 of this video. Please note that, yeah, all that. Okay, so what I've done with both vehicles, I've put both of these vehicles have highly modified engines. This has a 6.9 liter V8 with a stage 1 long block, stage 1 supercharger or turbocharger, sorry to say, with sport exhaust tips. As you can see, sporting exhaust tips. Both front and rear race disc brakes. This standardly comes only with front disc brakes and then rear drum brakes. Alright, for this vehicle here, I put an inline 5 engine, which is the sporting engine, of course, same as that one. Stage 1 long block with, I don't know what else I added to this one, I don't remember. Everything else is standard. I'm supposed to have race exhaust, but I think that's just standard exhaust, and that's it. So we're gonna start with the truck again, and then we'll go back to the sedan. This video is only gonna be a couple minutes long, and yeah. So, and as I said before in the first episode, if you didn't watch the first part of the first episode, please note that both of these vehicles will be starting from completely code. No pre-warming, nothing else changed. Everything exactly almost the same, except that now I have more powerfulness and everything else. So we're gonna see how these things handles. Let's get started. Of course, as I said before, this will be in the high fourth, and yeah. So let's get started again. Let's go. And if you watched the last episode, you know how fast I was going for those kilometers per hour. Because I'm Canadian again. If you didn't watch part 1, please watch part 1. It will help you understand what I'm doing. Part 1 has the whole information, as I know it's an hour, but you watch half part 1 when you come to part 2 and see what I'm doing. So far it's about the same handling, just more speed. Handles very terribly, and so doing pretty good so far. So yeah, the reason why the last episode took so long is because it's just how long the video will take, one video takes to make. So yeah, part 1 should be released before this. This is part 2. Please, if you try and look for part 1, I will be saying that part 1 will be released. Will be released soon. Will be released before this. So just go onto my channel. Please look at part 1. If you are too lazy, I will have part 1 in the description down below. Please watch that. And yeah, so far still handling the same this truck as it did back in part 1. So we're doing pretty much the same as part 1 so far. Both of these vehicles are still handling. This vehicle is still handling the same. I hope the car. At least I put a 6. Oh yeah, I forgot. I put a 6-speed manual in this. This vehicle standardly comes with an automatic. I put a 6-speed manual because just to handle the speed. Also, I reinforced both of these cars' radiator. The radiators in both cars both vehicles are not meant for the high pressure engines. I just changed it here. Yeah. I hope that everyone's enjoying having a day today. So yeah. So that was part 1, part 2 today. Oh, don't hit it! Don't hit it! Alright. Still within a good range. So, let's get back to the map. Of course, back to the handling. So, we're gonna quick teleport to here. Of course. Engine is always really cold when once I go back to doing what I'm doing. But yeah. Yeah, you can hear that bell of that. Oh yeah, I handle those pretty well. Oh yeah, I added traction control to this, so it's not just spinning around nowhere. The traction control will help with that snow one, I hope. So yeah. The reasons for me doing this is I'm just trying to see, as I said back in episode 1, these videos are just some ideas of what I'll be having. Next couple videos I will be. So yeah, pretty well handled. In the episode, as I said before, in the first episode, and I'll say it in this episode. If you're interested in seeing something I haven't posted, like seeing some type of style video that I might post, or any suggestions of something else I should post, or if you like this style of episodes, and if you watch my very first YouTube video, then you understand that I've officially come back to YouTube, and I decided that this is what I'm gonna be doing now. So still handles terribly in the snow. So now we know. So grass. Wow, it wants to. So powerful. Well, don't worry. This vehicle will show its power soon in a little bit on the track. As I said in the first episode, our track is a little bit of the outskirts built in this grid map. So it's built, and I use it as a track, as a testing track. Driving train has been damaged. Alright, so does the same. So we broke the drivetrain. Now to do what I would do now. Time to bring it around, do our 2 laps of our track, and let's see how it handles 2 laps. This time this truck, with all the updates and the mods, all the updates it has, it will be great for me, yes. So we'll see how powerful It is. Ah, sorry for yawning. Almost crashed again. So, you know, if you watch the first episode again, this is the starting line. Pop it neutral. Pop it neutral. And are we ready? Alright. 3, 2, 1, go! We are beating the last top speed put up by the car last episode. So in the previous part to this, so we're doing a little bit faster, doing about 200 kilometers plus kilometers an hour. Doing much better in this episode. I do say so myself. Oh. Almost fell off. Fast. Pretty fast. This thing's going pretty fast. For something that's not built for this speed, it's going pretty fast. This episode might be very short. This part 2 might be a very short part 2. We'll see what happens. Because I've taken away one of the vehicles because it could not be modified in an even way. So we take the 2 parts. Yes, that means I did not add any originality to this truck. The only thing we should know about it is the body. The engine, the transmission, nothing. And the brakes are all modified. Just the only thing that came with the vehicle is the body. So we're doing pretty good so far. Still very powerful. Not fast. We didn't know that much. That's good to know. Oh, almost lost it again. Pay attention here. Come on, pay attention. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Alright, we're doing pretty well. Last corner here. Alright. Now it's time for power. For the power part of this video. Show you how fast this vehicle can go. We're still breaking the speed limit of last time we did this. In the first episode. 232. And we hit the corner again. 233. We didn't have enough RPMs to shift up into 6th gear. So we're doing pretty good so far. So, sit rep. The pickup truck is faster than last time I was handling it, so it's getting a lot of understeer. It's doing faster than its standard with standard engine and standard transmission and other things. So yeah. Pretty good so far. So I've turned off the setting. That's the reason why the engine's so answer some questions for the next episode. The reason why I always start my engine from forward is because I turned off a setting where the engine always is running once I spawn the vehicle. The reason for that is that I want this vehicle to start from cold, from completely nothing, so it won't ready to be warm. And there's some reasons to it. One, I wanted to make sure that the vehicle got a complete realistic feel from when I spawn it, and two, I want to make sure that every time I start something new, I don't just have the engine running and I feel guilty for just leaving it run though. So I just have it off and just let it run and start it when I need it. So the outside view is doing pretty good. Heat's doing the engine's keeping very warm, so that improved radiator is actually a good thing. Okay. Last stretch of the road before we hit the end. At the end of this. So, doing pretty well. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Alright. So, what I think about this truck. Pretty good. Faster than it was in the previous episode. Yeah, nothing's wrong with it. The only thing I broke maybe was, if this was real life, was probably the brakes. Anyways, to the next vehicle. Let's go. Alright. Oh, at least the engine started this time. One time I put an engine in here and it didn't start. Okay. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell that this engine is a lot faster than in the previous episode. So we learned from last episode that certain suspension does not. The suspension in this. So, the same as episode 1, we are getting the same same problems as part 1 of this. Wow, we were doing almost 100 overdose. Wow. And as I said before, this front bumper is useless in this vehicle. It just keeps falling off. So now I know. Wow, sounds like this thing has an anti-lag. Speed bumps, all this bumps everywhere. Wow. So the reason why this bumper just doesn't work here. Alright. Cool. Back to our handling. Worth front bumper back. Here's. So yeah, this vehicle still has a lot of problems with it. Oh no! Oh yeah, the other thing I put into this vehicle, which I didn't have in the previous episode, in the first part, was ABS brakes. Because I don't want to lock the tires into a exploding state. So this is handled pretty well. So now we know this thing handles the same amount. Okay. So let's go quick travel. A lap around our track. Here we go. So one lap around the track. Let's hope this thing can handle. So one lap around, oh no, sorry, 2 laps around our track. 2 laps, sorry, not 1 lap. What am I saying? I don't know. As you know, line up, same spot, neutral. Alright. Ready? Everything looking ready. All those things. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go! So we're already beating its previous top speed. That's it. 233. E3. 234, oh. 35, almost 36. Wow. So, I can't tell you who's the winner here because this thing is gear limited to 6 gears. And the previous vehicle could just go in, could go more. So, in part 2, we've now proven that the truck is faster. So, what? we still have a whole one more lap of this track for it to enjoy its pleasantries. Yep. So the pleasantries, pretty good. So, out of the debate here, which one's faster, I think it's now the pickup truck. And yeah, so if you made it to this far in the video, the word for part 2 is cinnamon. Please put cinnamon in the chat to confuse other people. Today's word is cinnamon. Yes. Cinnamon. Nice. So, as I said before, if you made it to this far of the video, subscribe, put a thumbs up if you want to. This community is not for negativity. This is supposed to bring positivity and other things. Please make your suggestions down in the comments box to see what you would like me to put up in the next little bit. There will be another video probably coming up tomorrow talking about other things, and yeah. So yeah. Also, so I've decided that this will be now the part-time gig. As I said before in the very first video, this is my part-time gig, and yeah, this gives me something else to do. But anyways, this car is still popping and shocking in the back. Just listen to it. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. The sound. So now we know. 234. This thing can go up to. That's fast. Oh, 235. Sorry, I meant 236. So. As I said before, this thing seems to still be very fuel efficient, even with that. This modification. Anyways, last little bit of last couple corners coming, and we're almost halfway through. As I said before, and I'll say it again, thank you for watching. Please put your suggestions down in the comments for next couple episode ideas. Anything else you want to see me do next little bit for the channel. Yeah. Yes, this episode this part 2 is a little bit shorter, but because I skipped a vehicle and that vehicle is not working. Okay, to the straight now. Come on, speed up. I won't let me because its RPMs are limited. Limited. All right, 3, 2, 1, and brake. Wow. Nice J-turn. Alright. So, I had to put it to this end of the restitution rest on this video. So, as what I said earlier, and what I'm gonna say now. In this episode, the truck wins by a landslide. Congratulations, pickup truck! You've won something for once. yeah. So this was the race exhaust. That still has the race exhaust. You can still hear it running, keeping both of them running. And yeah, so I know this is not the longer episode I wanted to become, but you know what? At least I answered the question. I got it done, and now I know which one's faster in episodes, both parts, and I guess episodes. I would say. Um, Please leave in the comments section below what you would like to see next. Yeah, that's all I gotta say today. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace out and lots of love.